Well, Megyn Kelly looks to be parting ways with NBC. Her show, Megyn Kelly Today, is now canceled. This following a number of controversial comments she made about blackface on air and Halloween costumes. However, there's still a matter of her contract, and Yelena Adzik is tracking that angle of it. She no longer has an agent, but she has a lawyer. Telling, isn't it?
Certainly does. Yes, she does, John. And let's take a look at this statement because it's terse. It's short. It doesn't really give a lot of information, but the bare bones are there. I'm going to give you a look at the statement from the network. Says Megyn Kelly Today is not returning. Next week, the 9 a.m. hour will be hosted by other Today co-anchors. Okay, so what about her and her lawyer, as you say? This is the statement that we had coming out that indicates a bit of a mixed message. Megyn remains an employee of NBC News, and discussions about next steps are continuing. Okay, well, that's likely discussions about this contract and whether or not she would likely get upwards of $69 million as far as the settlement goes. The word is that her contract is one that does not have any out. In other words, whether she's doing the show or she's not doing the show, she gets the money. That remains to be seen, but so far it seems like that's the way it's been. All right, so let's take a look at the apology that she said on air, because even that contains mixed messages. There are some comments about, that she's not a politically correct kind of person. And so then on the other hand, though, she's sorry. So it's that sorry, not sorry. Let's take a look at it right now.
I have never been a PC kind of person, but I do understand the value in being sensitive to our history, particularly on race and ethnicity. This past year has been so painful for many people of color. The country feels so divided, and I have no wish to add to that pain and offense.
All right. But, a lot of people do feel that she's added to that pain and offense, especially when she said with somewhat of a blasé tone that, she used to see kids doing this all the time when she was young. So it wasn't a big deal back then. And a lot are begging to differ.
Yeah, a lot has changed in public perception, especially in the mainstream community in the last 45 years or so. So let's talk about what the reaction has been like.
Yeah, actors like Don Cheadle, for example, would say, no, it's never been okay. And why was she given a platform in the first place? I'm going to give you a look right now at a colleague, Al Roker, in the statement that he issued. You can see it here. This is a history going back to the 1830s, minstrel shows to demean and denigrate a race. And then Al Roker goes on to say, I'm old enough to have lived through Amos and Andy, just magnifying the worst stereotypes about Black people, and that's what the problem is. In the next hour, I'm going to keep you posted on any developments should they happen, but for now, we are waiting to see if the network will issue more of a comprehensive statement.